we have a problem. A pretty big problem. Hello everybody, it's your multiversal traveling friend here, Crystalline, Crystal, or Grayson. And today, if you don't know this series, I'm documenting my entire, experience with owning an ant colony. What do I mean by that? You may be asking. I mean that I have successfully captured and contained and from up to this point cared for a black carpenter ant queen, a type of ant, basically, that likes living in wood. They are largely largely larged. I'm just losing my mind, I think, because I'm a little bit stressed, and I'll get to why in a minute, but depending on what the thumbnail is, you probably already know. Maybe. But before we get into that, let's start off with some news about my friend, who, if you haven't heard of or watched the other video, he has a fire ant queen. Yeah. The invasive species that has taken over and disrupted multiple ecosystems in multiple various areas. He has that. Why do they do that? Because they're known for their very fast mature rate. They can explode in population when in the right circumstances. And as of last time of catching up with him, he has told me that there are now 10 workers. You see it? You see? Because when I was editing that video, that other video that I should have seen, if you haven't, go check it out. It's basically about the founding stage. There was like 1 or 2. It was the day before, so literally after that day, the next morning or evening, not evening, but afternoon, you get it. The day prior to me editing that video, he told me that there was 10 workers now. Or then. You see how fast they go? And carpenter ants are the complete opposite. Currently, as of right now, or the last time I've checked, they are only in cocoons. The majority of the eggs that she previously laid, that was in the image that you guys saw in the other video. Again, check it out. Gotta see it to understand. But in that cocoon is a developing worker. And this week is the week that the first nanitics arrive. Nanitics are the first set of workers. They usually, I don't know if they go into a specific class, if they're minors or majors, or I think there's a other version that's smaller, but I could be wrong. But they're there, and their whole purpose is to get food to feed the colony. And that should happen this week. But there's a problem. If you saw, I show the image here. I'm gonna scooch over here. As you can see here, that black stuff right there, my finger is probably covering it. You can't see it. Or maybe it's covering my hand. I don't remember. as you can see here, queen's there. Underneath her are the cocoons, which should become workers this week. And on that cotton ball, that black mass is mold. Mold? Why are you so concerned about mold? Mold is the biggest threat to a captive queen in the current stage that they're in. I don't know what I did to cause this to happen, but I did something wrong, and now there is a mold outbreak. If that gets worse, there is a high chance that the queen will die, and so will the developing workers, larvae, and eggs. All of that will die, and that's swept out. Mold is no joke. Now, it is black mold. There are different types of mold that are more dangerous. I don't know exactly what they are. I don't know if cordyceps fungus even counts here, because I think there's a specific fungus that isn't cordyceps that affects ants, but I don't know if that fungus could grow there. And I don't even know if it could affect a queen, probably, most likely. But there are types of molds that spores could, I'm guessing, like, stop and block up the lungs of a queen and just kill her. Which is not good. Is really not good. So, what can I do? You're probably asking, what do I need to do? I can't do anything. I can't do nothing. Because, she will not move without workers. That's kind of the thing. You can't move a queen and eggs without stressing her out too much and ending up her eating the eggs or dying. That's just it. And I was stupid and didn't think about that. So the first time I saw that mold, I didn't even do research on how to properly go about the way, this is another lesson. First lesson in the other video, don't put your ants in the sun. Closet's fine. This lesson is don't do things without research. Okay? Don't do things without research. So I didn't research anything, and I did a stupid and took another tube, got it ready, and put it there and then taped them together. And only after doing that, a day after it, I looked up how to do it properly, and most people said don't tape them together. Yeah, I did a uh-oh. So, that same day, I had to untape it and put a cotton ball back. Which, you should know by now, is not a good thing because vibrations are not very good for an ant to be experiencing, specifically a queen to be experiencing in her founding stage. And so 2 days back to back she was interrupted, which is the worst thing you could do as an ant keeper. And I regret that, but it's a learning thing, okay? But here's my problem. That mold... That mold could outbreak and basically just wipe her out, killing her, the brood, everything, before she even gets workers. So, it's a race against the clock for those workers to hatch, and then me successfully setting up the portal, feeding them, and then connecting another test tube to the portal so they can move into that one, getting the circumstances right for that one to let them move in, and then continuing from that. What's after that, you might be asking? Good question. I need to make or set up an outworld with the AC tower. You probably have seen it. Not gonna get it. Sucks for you, go look it up. It's called an AC tower large. It is just a large tower that naturally you would fill with soil or digging medium and allow your ants to dig into it. It is normally a nesting thing and also kind of an outworld. In this case, no, because carpenter ants, as their name suggests, like to bury in wood. Common misconception, they do not eat wood. They lack the proper digestive enzymes to do so. They just take it and throw it out into little sawdust bits. And after that rant, with that outworld would also simulate them going outside into the world and being able to hunt for food and get nutrients and stuff. And it's way better to do that in the portal, because the portal kind of sucks. It doesn't give you enough room. It is really small. The outworld, on the other hand, it's more reliable, more good. And with this change, because what I did beforehand with my old ant colony was I just took them up to the portal and that was it. That's all I did. In this case, I'm not doing that, and I am connecting them to the portal just so I can connect them to the outworld so I can feed them better. And I'll feed them more protein, because protein is the main thing that I was missing with my ants. I did not feed them enough protein, or maybe didn't even feed them that much at all, and really, I did not do enough research. I'm stupid, okay? I was stupid. Now, I have, and that is the important thing, that if you want to be an ant keeper yourself, you need to do research. Research your specific species, what they like, what they dislike, humidity levels and temperature, what discomforts them, good hibernation tactics, if they're tropical or from a temperament, if they're in a region that has winter or not. I don't know. I don't remember. Do research is the whole thing. But it's really nerve-wracking. I'm very stressed, which is pretty obvious because I'm failing to form words. Because if that mold breaks out, it's over. And it is way past nuptial flight season. So, finding a black carpenter ant queen, or founding one at that, is going to be really difficult. So, there's that. Yeah, but, this is just a quick update. I'll be sure to update you when it comes to the Outworld. Speaking of the Outworld, actually, fun fact that I did not bring up in the other video is that it is, when it comes to Outworlds, very easier to clean up trash in Outworld, because ants will put their trash in the Outworld. They'll put it outside so it doesn't increase the risk of mold like that. So my queen probably pooped and then pooped onto the cotton that was next to the water, and that was the perfect chance for mold to grow and take over the cotton. And if that takes over the cotton, I'm pretty sure specifically black mold could probably kill the queen. I don't know how long it would take or what, but I don't want to risk it. And I really, really need to get them out of there. So, there's that. But, yeah, when it comes to Outworlds, though, and their trash, sometimes it can be a bit of a hassle depending on what ant colony you have. Like, if you have a really fast ant colony and your Outworld doesn't really have a barrier, like baby powder and rubbing alcohol, which I should probably get, or Flu One. Flu One also works. So you can get that, like, from an ant store online. But basically, without a barrier, and if you have, sometimes it can be a hassle to clean up. So that is why I need to get a specific type of critter. They are called springtails, and they are very, very good cleanup crews for any creature that would live in a terrarium. Like, if you had a tarantula or spider, they are perfect cleanup crews, or a lizard, or anything. And also, those include ants. Ants will put their trash out, and the springtails will eat the trash, or will eat the mold that comes from the trash. The specifics, I don't know. They will eat most of the trash, is the main thing. So I need to get springtails. My problem is, I don't know where, and I don't know how. I know how to culture them. It requires a container pretty long enough so they can't jump out. Charcoal, and then fill it with water, and then put rice or yeast in it, and let the mold form, or like any vegetable, and they'll eat it. Then they'll breed like crazy, and you'll have some to put in your Outworlds. My problem is I don't know where to find them, and I don't know if buying them from a pet store would be smart, because pet stores are not the best places. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a ruffled time, but maybe I'll make some videos on hunting down springtails, because I think I might have an idea. But, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss another one of these videos. Help Wanted 2, I am working on that video. I hope. I think. I have a lot of things to do. Sorry. I will surely update you on what is going on with my ant colony and my friend's ant colony and all that stuff. So, have a great day. I'll see you later. What the Sigma?